Hi everyone, my name is Jokoya Kennedy, and this is my treating trauma introduction video. Currently, I work at Concern Treatment Unit for Boys. It's in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, and it is a group home for boys age 12 to 20. And they're placed there either through their county's juvenile probation officer or through their county's children and youth worker. We can host up to 25 boys, and I think right now we're at about 23. So right now, all of our boys have some type of mental health diagnoses. Usually when they come in, they all usually do. Some of them, actually a lot of them do have to deal with trauma, but either being like victims of trauma or being like the perpetrator. So that's my current field placement or my current job. And then there's a lot of things that I hope to get out of this course. I think the main thing that I want to get out of this course is kind of like how to approach clients who are still like impacted by their trauma. I know like when I was a caseworker and even working with the boys at the group home, like a lot of times it's like I've like taught like the clients and taught the parents like the skills that they should use in order to kind of like move past their trauma or like kind of how to cope with it. But sometimes like I encounter, not sometimes, a lot of times I encounter people who kind of just like they're not like they're constantly relive it. It's like they know what they need to do, but it's like they kind of don't know like where to go after here, or it's like they kind of just like they're always like letting their trauma hold them back. So I kind of like want to know like better ways for how to like approach clients who have dealt with trauma, and and like just trying to like just like encouraging them and like teaching them and like giving them hope for like ways to like move past it, besides all the stuff that they've already learned in therapy. So that's kind of like what I'm hoping to get out of this course. That, and I'm kind of hoping they learn more about different theories and different techniques that you can like use for clients who have experienced trauma. So those are two of the main things that I want to get out of this course. And then lastly, why do you think studying trauma is relevant to your future career? Oh, I think trauma is like relevant to my future career because I feel like the population that I like want to work with one day, like I feel like a lot of them like have already experienced trauma. So I feel like I want to work with like adolescents who are who are either like at risk for being placed out of their homes or have already been like placed out of their homes. So I feel like a lot of times, like, well, so far, like, a lot of times I've encountered is that they've experienced trauma, where it be, like, trauma in their neighborhood or, like, trauma, like, in their family. So it's, like, I feel like it's important for me to know how to, like, approach clients with trauma, just because it's, like, I want to make sure that I'm prepared, because it's, like, we have to treat them differently than we would treat somebody else who was, like, having anxiety issues in school. So I kind of just, like, I think it's just important for me to, like, know as much as I can about trauma, because I feel like no matter like of like where I go, like I feel like I'm gonna encounter it. And then I think it's also just like personally it's something nice for me to know as well, because like even though like I've never really experienced like a traumatic experience, like I just feel like it's important for me to know just in case like I want to be like, just because I may be able to use those skills somewhere else, not even with myself but maybe like with family members or friends or something like that. So that's why I think it's important. Really looking to learn everything for these next 7 weeks, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.